Okay, cool. Welcome to session 2 of this 10-minute Excel training. Hope everyone found the last one useful. And just a reminder, I'm recording this, so don't do anything dumb. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, there we go. Can everyone give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Cool. All right. This lesson is going to be pretty basic. I'm going to run through the ribbon and the quick access toolbar with you guys. Even though it's pretty basic, if you count yourself as a more advanced user of Excel, you will probably still find something useful because I know some things are not very obvious. Okay, as a bit of a precursor to this class, as a whole, I'm going to be teaching you guys a lot of hotkeys because hotkeys are pretty much what make me a lot faster. So hotkeys allow you to use the keyboard instead of using the mouse. Yeah, so instead of coming up here and clicking things, which takes a long time, the best is to just have using hotkeys on the keyboard, which will cut a lot of time out from your Excel work. I gave you a bit of a taste of hotkeys last week already with selecting the entire column and the entire row with Control Space and Control Shift, respectively. I'm sure I've taught you some other stuff as well, but I've forgotten. Okay, let's jump straight into it. So the ribbon. This is the ribbon up here. Everything from File all the way down to this little uppy arrow thing here. I personally like to have it collapsed most of the time, but that's a personal preference thing. Oh, come back. But for now, I'm going to pin it just so we can see everything. Now, the ribbon, it forms the basis of a lot of hotkeys. So say I wanted to make say I want to make this cell yellow. So instead of going all the way up here with my mouse to fill color, I can go Alt. So Alt brings up this list of letters here, which will direct you to, in this case, I want to go to Home. So H, and then here H again will get me the fill color. But then what this allows you to do is, it's a bit of a cheat sheet to all your hotkeys. So in this case, I'm going to go H again, and I can use the directional keys and then change that into a yellow box. Similarly, if I wanted to change the font size, I'd go Alt H FS, FS being there, and then I could change that to whatever font size I want. So often, if you're looking over my shoulder and you are, seeing how I'm tapping away at my keyboard, looking very professional, pretending to know what I'm doing, all that is really is hotkeys. Okay, so just to go through again, so Home gives you all your font stuff, all your a lot of the formatting stuff comes through Home. Insert allows you to put in pivot tables, normal graphs. Drawing, basically never use that ever because I think it's because the laptop is touchscreen. I don't think I've ever used that ever. Page layout, again, basically never use it unless I'm printing something. Formulas, very rarely use this. Some people use a lot of names, which I find really annoying. Other than that, formulas can give you error checking. So if you've got like a circular reference, this is sometimes quite useful. Data, I use quite a bit. Data validation for drop-down lists, text to columns is useful. Remove duplicates is also really useful too. What else? Review. This is just for like putting comments in. So if you want to put a comment in, that's what it looks like. Otherwise, your protections for sheet protections is all in the review section up the top. View, again, I hardly ever use this one. I don't even know what it's for. What I do is I sometimes use view for grid lines. So you can turn off grid lines there. Developer, basically only useful if you're building macros, otherwise it's very useless. Help, basically never use that. Didn't even realize Acrobat was a tab. So that is the ribbon. As I said, I usually like to collapse the ribbon, like a personal preference thing. Now I'm going to teach you about the Quick Access Toolbar. The Quick Access Toolbar is this section up the top here. By default, you will probably have, what's the default ones? I think it's undo, save as, I think it's just 2. A lot of more advanced users of Excel wouldn't actually know that you can customize the Quick Access Toolbar. So what you can do is click this little drop down here, which says Customize Quick Access Toolbar, which will give you this drop down list. Go more commands. Here are the popular ones, but I like to use all. Oh, there we go. All commands, and that will allow you to use pretty much every single command that you can think of. You can have a quick access toolbar, as the name suggests, to these functions or these commands. So what I usually have is paste values. Paste values allows you to paste what's actually in the cell rather than the formula. I like to have send to mail recipient, which means I can just go really quickly. It opens up an email screen and I can send that file to a mail recipient. I also have select visible cells, which is useful when you're trying to copy things in like a filtered list. To access the Quick Access Toolbar, all you need to do is press Alt. So again, showing these letters, but at the top, it gives you these numbers. For me, because I only have, 3 plus this, whatever this one is, touch/mouse mode, it has 4. So say for example, I want to paste values this cell. If I paste normally, it would come with the comment and with the cell color, and also with the increased font size. But if I just wanted to paste values, I would go Alt and then 1. And then that will help me to paste values really quickly. We've got 1 minute left. So the other quick way to paste values is Alt ESV and then enter. But try to use a lot of hotkeys. I'll teach you more, obviously, as the time goes on, but it will definitely make you faster, and it'll give you a bit more of an appreciation as to what Excel can actually do. There's also a bunch of like hidden hotkeys, which are quite fun and makes you look really cool to all the nerds out there. And yeah, ultimately, it will just make you a hell of a lot faster. That's all. Did anyone have any questions?
Would you recommend those quick access items for beginners, not at your level? Like, are there other quick access items we should think about adding for a more basic user?
100%. Basically, anything that you find that you're doing a lot, I would chuck up to the Quick Access Toolbar. So for me, I paste values a lot, so I definitely will put paste values up there. I also find that I, send Excel workbooks to people a lot, so I'll put send to mail recipient up there as well. So instead of like opening Outlook, what I can do is press Alt 2, send the entire workbook as an attachment, press Enter, and then this will open up an Outlook screen for me, and it's already attached. It's got the subject line as the workbook name, and then I don't need to fuss about too much with emailing a workbook. Cool. If there's no other questions, then that's it. I'll see you all next week.
Thanks, Matt. Very good.
Awesome. Cheers.